This is my third year restoration. I couldn't believe the things that God has been doing. On this third year, God has blown up my mind with His love for me. This year started as a new beginning. I moved out to a new place, and this place was a field that He was using to grow my faith. I start this journey by getting to know my guardian angel through this amazing book that I read. Now I'm reading the second one. I hope I can finish it. Then everything just changed, because from one thing he took me to another thing, and this was about helping me to get to know my church, my Catholic church, assuming my identity as a Catholic woman. And in this purpose, he used a lot of people so I can understand a little more about my faith. He used different ministries that I am part of. He used Rua Mission. He used priests such as Padre Luis Toro. I can't recall all of them, but each one of them has left me a message, and this message is that when you don't know your faith, you don't have the tools to face evil. And this is very important. This is very important, especially when we are living in such wicked times. It is important that we learn how to discern evil. So I've been on a journey, a beautiful journey with Our Lady, praying the Rosary. It wasn't easy. It hasn't been easy, because let's say it's not something that is part of me. It is something that I'm learning, and the more I pray, the more I can see how powerful it is when we set our mind things are holy, pure, and word of praise. And our mother is just that beautiful example of what we want to become, especially we as a woman. We want to become like Mary. Mary is the door to reach Jesus, because Mary will clean our heart. Mary will call to our attention things that we need to change in order for Jesus to live, to dwell. This is why it's important to meditate about the life, the death, and the resurrection of our Lord, and see how are we reflecting these sacrifices that our Lord made in regard to our salvation. So that is a part. The other part is no longer I'm praying for the things I want. I'm praying for the things God wants me to pray for. And in this moment that I am recording this, I am fasting. The challenge is 40 days. I was confirmed by different notifications, different signs, that I need to go through this sacrifice. I'm trying to do my best, but it's not easy. It's not So every day my faith just keep increasing. Every day is a different day. As I say, not every day is the same. God, there are some days that are good, and there are some days that are really bad, and there are some days that it's just one more day. So yes, I live one day at a time. And what is amazing is that for this fasting, the Lord has given to me a promise that is in the book of John 16:20, beautiful promise, and it makes sense. It makes sense with all things that are living. When we just decide to follow Jesus, we try to understand where where we need to do things, but or how do we need to do things. But when we follow God, we need to trust Him. That is key. Trying to see where is the camera. We need to trust Him. We need to believe that He is all almighty. Once we know He's almighty and He is all powerful, you don't need to ask, I need you to do this for me, because God have a plan, and His plan is in Jeremiah 29:11. Our plans to prosper you, and plans to bring peace, our plans to not bring disgrace to your life. And when we decide to choose God above all things, despite everything that we are seeing, He will amaze you. You will be surprised. You will be surprised about the things that God can do just with your yes. That is all He needs. You need a yes. And as somebody was saying, faith is about things that are unseen. So the more difficult we see our situation, the more glory God will receive. And once we understand that what we are asking is for miracles, it is Him. It is Him that will perform those miracles, those signs, those wonders in the heart of man. Because it is only God that can move somebody in such a way that will just turn them from being here in a very low level to be here. And when you understand that, you just trust Him and let Him do His work, because His timing is perfect. I have seen every promise that God has made over my life. Today I was looking back on my Facebook, and I was checking a video where I was testifying when God healed my eyes. And today I can give a testimony about that. I can give a testimony that yes, indeed He did it. I do not have headaches. My sight is not 100% in the natural, but still I believe that I will continue receiving healing. And as I say all the time, Lord, you are my eyes. So I trust you. Regarding my emotional stability, yes, there is a huge change. Now I think about things twice. There are some aspects that still I try to control, But then again, God come back to me and He remind me how important it is to let it go. And when we let it go, we can see God's hands moving. We can see His sovereignty. That is what happens when we let go and we decide just, I'm going to focus on what He wants me to do. And that is exactly what I'm doing. Right now I am just growing where He has planted me. And He has planted me in a place where I can see His love for me every day. I can see it in the place, how safe it is. I can see it in the people that is surrounding me, people that try to protect me, people that really care about me. I see it in how my testimony has touched lives. I see it in my ladies. I see it. It's a beautiful journey. It has been a beautiful journey, and I know God have more. There is more to come, and I just trust in Him. That's all I can do. If I try to figure out how to do things, I think I will be lost. I will definitely be lost. But if I let go, and I let Him to be the boss, and I let Him to be in charge of my life, I think everything is possible. Everything is possible. And I thank Him for rescuing me. I thank Him for my restoration. I thank Him. Yes, this year was a year the Lord used to bring healing to the relationship I have with my parents. I used to have with my parents. And the way He did it really surprised me. How He can use death to bring you to a point where it is not worth. It is not worth to continue fighting. It is not worth to continue hiding in your heart for things that you are not responsible. You are not responsible for what people do. Everybody made their own choices. And the only thing we can do for them is to love them, to pray for them, to forgive them, and let God to be in charge. That's when we show love. You show love to somebody when you let a person to have their own space. Because we have to understand that when we love people, people will hurt us all the time. But we have to also be strong enough to have a place where, despite everything that you're doing to me, I have a place where I can get healing. I have a place where I can fill my cup until overrun, and I can give to you myself again. And I do not need that you are with me, because I have already someone that loves me so much, that because that person loves me so much, I am able to love you. I am able to love you no matter what. So it has been an amazing year. The Lord has done so much. I can see it in different areas in my life where I am no longer barren. I'm cooking. That was an area in my life that was really I never thought I would be able to cook, but by His grace, I just remember He telling me, you need to cook. You need to learn to cook. And I say, okay, Lord, I know I need to learn to cook, but I don't know how to do this. I need your help. And indeed, with this lockdown, I didn't have another option, but He was so merciful that he knew what was coming, because God knew everything before everything happened. And He sent angels to my life, especially there is one angel. I thank Him all days of my life, because He has been very, 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 very close to me. Not only that, He to me he's a blessing. He's a blessing because it's like when somebody gives to you and doesn't expect anything. He's that type of person. And all the angels, God knows them. God knows each one of them. That have been a blessing for me. So I just continue trusting, believing in Him, believing in His love that is perfect for me, that is perfect for my family. That's why I am here, because I trust God, and I was able to trust God to the point to leave my family and to not be worried about it. Because you cannot be worried about things that you cannot control. You just have to let it go. That's it. No questions. And that is not easy. But with His grace, everything is possible. So with this message, I just want to encourage every person that is in this journey to keep pushing forward, to not stop. Because the one that is asking you to stand is the one that will give you the grace. It's the one that will provide everything that you need for your journey. And not only that, you won't be the same. You won't be the same. So as long as you trust in the Master, the Architect, the one that creates you, once you trust in Him, He won't let you down. He won't let you down. He didn't do it with me, and I am sure He's not gonna do it for you. He is with you. He is loving you. In all of this chaos, even if you don't see it, He is. And once we see God's love, we are lacking of nothing. So I pray that He give you the strength and the revelation that with love, everything is possible.